Welcome to this 3-Minute Thursday video. My plan is to provide 3-minute tips each Thursday of the semester with quick, helpful tips to improve your teaching experience. In a recent video, which I will link to in the video description, I went through the classic Canvas quiz details. Today I'm going to continue with classic quizzes by talking about how to add questions with classic quiz question types. Since I am committed to providing short videos each week, this topic will be covered in 2 parts, and I wrote example questions in advance and will be jumping between the same quiz in edit mode and quiz preview. Before we can add questions, we need a quiz. You can create a new quiz using the plus quiz button. I will open an existing quiz and click on the edit button. I went through the details tab in a previous recording. Today we will focus on the questions tab. To make this more transparent, I will show question details by checking that box and we will go through examples. I'll scroll down to the bottom and create a new question so you can see that the rich content editor will open. Now scrolling back to the top, we will look at our examples. When we create a new question, we give it an optional title. Choosing a good title helps you search for it later. Note, as I flip to the preview screen, questions are numbered, so this question title is not for the student but for you. Points per question will default to 1, but you can change the point value per question up to 2 decimal places. Using multiple choice questions allows the student to select only one answer. Use the answer text boxes to enter the possible answers and make sure the green arrow is pointing to the correct answer. It defaults to the first choice, but you can change it by mousing over the arrow and clicking on it when it appears. You can add more possible answers by using plus add another answer, and you can use the pencil or trash can icons next to each answer to edit or remove that answer. I am not a fan of creating high-stakes exams, but quizzes can be a great learning tool or knowledge check. Therefore, consider providing feedback as you create a quiz. Canvas allows you to provide feedback with each possible answer using this box, but a more common tool is feedback dependent on whether the student answers the question right in green, wrong in red, or feedback for everyone in this blue option. True-false is similar to multiple choice but only provides the 2 answers of true or false with 1 correct answer. We'll take a look at the student preview of our first 2 questions, the multiple choice and the true-false, and next we are going to cover the fill in the blank, so I'll go back to the edit screen. With the fill in the blank question, it is common to use the underscore key for the missing information. The thing to note with fill in the blank and question types requiring a student to type in the answer is to provide every possible correct answer you can think of. Note that correct answers are not case sensitive. The next type is fill in multiple blanks. Here, instead of typing in a blank, we will type in a variable with no spaces surrounded by brackets. You could use something like X and Y. I find it's helpful to use words. Use the drop-down to select the variable and then add possible answers. Now I'll switch over to the preview where you can see that Canvas provides an empty text box for students to type in those answers. Staying in preview, multiple answers is like multiple choice, except you have as many correct and incorrect answers as you'd like, so you see checkbox compared to the multiple choice question, which gave a radio button, only allowing for 1 answer. I'll switch back to edit to talk about multiple drop-down questions. Multiple drop-downs is similar to multiple fill-in-the-blanks using those variables in brackets, but instead of an open response, students will choose 1 answer from a drop-down list. Here I am asking for 2 colors to complete the statement of roses are red, violets are blue. We will continue with the other question types in a part 2 video. I hope this 3-minute Thursday tip has been helpful and I encourage you to share it with others. Please contact me with comments, to schedule a consultation, or to share ideas for future videos. The best way to reach me is by email at gcid@ksu.edu. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for spending 3 minutes with me today.